going to talk about product recommendations based on AI. So AI hype is something that is being discussed a lot lately. And we did a use case with one of our clients where we wanted to see if those product or sales emails work better if we personalize them with products picked from by AI, basically.
But why I can't just pick them by myself? I will look, I don't know, the top products of my shop, and then I'm thinking a little bit
All right,
more.
I will show you the hard cold facts.
Okay.
Please bear with me a few
Nope.
minutes. So I've been in this business for 18 years this year. I'm the founder and CEO of Smiley. Today, my responsibilities are with the product development. One of those things is AI initiative that we are trying to implement or build a toolkit for our clients so that they could offer personalized product recommendations, which are picked by AI. We are also launching an apps directory this year, and transactional emails was last thing that we launched last year. So it's really busy times, really interesting times. Quick question to the audience before we go on. Do you know a big international company that is generating 35% of their annual revenue from personalized product recommendations? It's really big, one of the biggest e-commerce solution offer providers in the world. Tanel, you know, but
Nope.
others? No. Amazon. Of their $514 billion, which is like 30 or 40 times bigger than the whole of Estonia's income, 35% comes from such initiatives. For example, this is a product page where they are showing underneath frequently bought together products. So if you are looking for a drone, you see additional products that go easily together with the drone. And this was one of their first things that they started. And it seemed to work so good. It was already, I think, maybe 20 years ago. There wasn't such thing as AI that we think about today. It seemed to work so well that they basically expanded this to everything. When you get some email from Amazon, or you are in a shopping cart or wherever, you basically see all those recommendations that are tailored to your taste. And it seems to work really well, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of well. A recent study says that 80% of consumers feel that personalized experiences increase their likelihood of purchasing. So this is why we are talking to our clients over and over again. You have to send personalized emails because they work better than those usual emails. And to send personalized emails, we tell where to start. Start segmenting, start using, for example, just hello Tanel in the subject line. This is like the first step, what to do. We have been talking about personalization and segmentation, I think, for more than 10 years already. One of our first events where we were attending or giving presentations, then people ask, what is the thing in email marketing? Isn't email marketing dead? Was the first question. And the second one was, what is the next thing? Then we already said that you have to personalize and to start segmenting. And by segmenting, we mean there are the different kinds of segmenting. For example, macro-segmenting or just segmentation is where you segment your list or subscribers with location, by their spoken language, their clothing size, for example, what gender they are, if they are a cat person or dog person, if they have children or they don't have children. But this is how far you can go manually. As you asked me from at the beginning of my presentation, why can't I write myself? Well, this is what you can do, and you should do today, basically yesterday. But with micro-segmentation, we go deeper. We go into the rabbit hole. We start to see browsing history, purchase history, their purchase intents. And this is something that you cannot do by yourself. So this is something that you have to use some kind of tools. something statistical analysis or whatever, or AI tools. And combining micro-segmentation with hyper-personalization. In hyper-personalization, I mean creating a one-of-a-kind experience that caters to every user's interests and desires, which is basically you send segmented emails, which themselves are personalized with the name, with concrete offers, with the colors you prefer, with the location, with what time you open the emails, etc. This is the combination of those two. And the benefits of such approach are obvious. Different research shows that with this approach, you can build trust, because you are going to build like a deeper, meaningful relationship to your customer, because you know so much about them. This is like me talking to you. I know that you are smokers, and I would offer you smokes to sell, or whatever.
Obvious.
I know you like big cars.
Yeah.
You can increase engagement, increasing sales, the number of sales, and also the revenue, enhancing customer experience, and increasing return of investment. A good example, one of our other clients who started using AI-based product recommendation basically got their whole investment back with the first newsletter. So if you go inside the project, you like think it through strategically really well, you can basically earn it back like in a heartbeat.
Can I ask questions now, or I have to ask them later?
You have the privilege.
All right. Let's take one step back, or But how micro you can actually go, or where is the end of the micro?
This is a really good question, because when I'm talking to you, this is like the micro you can go.
Yeah. Okay. One-to-one.
Yeah, this is one-to-one. When I call to Nele or to Tõnis, then this is, I think, the next level. I don't see you. I don't see your emotions. I don't know exactly how you feel behind this telephone line, but I'm talking directly to you. After that is some kind of like messaging thing, and after that comes email. This is, in my opinion, the only one-to-one capable marketing communications channel that is.
Okay. And if we are talking about the segments, let's say location, yeah, understandable. Language, also you can divide. Gender, you can divide. But where will be like the segment limit in this point? Like, is it, I will create 1,000 segments, so in each segment there are one person, or is it already like too deep?
No. Why not? Because in every segment can define what time will you send out email, or what type font you are using, or whatever. You can go.
You can go.
If you can automate it, there is not too far you can go.
Okay, so in the idea is actually your segments can be one person is one segment.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
If it's reasonable to your business. Good example was in Hanna's presentation, those automation workflows. This is basically one-to-one segmentation. You are inside the business logic somewhere, and email comes in at the right time with the right message.
Okay.
One email to one person.
So, sorry,
No problem.
Got my question and answer.
So the use case, this is a small Estonian, or I don't know actually how small they are, having an eShop. And we thought, why not? We are building a new AI tool, and we would like someone to test it. And we approached them. They were accepted our offer, and we started crunching the numbers. Basically, what we did, we imported everything they had, their product catalog with as many meta information as possible. When you are in the beverages industry, people, they used to drink strong liquids, wines, or soft liquids. But for example, with wines, there are like so many varieties, like the years, what area they are from, what type of fruit they are done with, etc. So as many meta information as possible, their client portfolio and purchase history. The machine crunched its numbers, and what came out was a trained model with each customer's purchase history, which was used to predict personalized product recommendations. So the product recommendations, they have to be relevant and suitable. Sounds logical.
Yeah, okay.
We also applied some business rules, which were like this client specific. For example, if I am a strong liquid person, then probably I don't want those soft drinks so much, and an email with such products is not so interesting to me. So in every email, there had to be some previous products that I buy regularly.
Okay.
In every email, there have to be some products that are from the same category, but not the same products, but from the same category. So they will not be like boring. And also in every email, there had to be some new brands, something that I have never bought yet, but I might. And this was for the AI to decide. Also, price and category was taken into account. So to nudge the customers towards a little bit more expensive products and not too much into cheaper.
Yeah, okay, but probably it's not company like this that I'm the guy who's buying the €10 dollar wines, and now you are offering me some extremely grand reserve, stayed some cellar 200 years and will cost like 10,000.
I think this did not happen. So the result would be, as written on the slide, the recommendations would be relevant and affordable for the customer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is like their particular business logic. Every business can be different. So this is just this use case, and the results were like really good. They had already pretty good open rates, but this increased even more by 50%. Because of the personalized subject line also. The products which were personalized in the content of the email were also personalized to the subject line.
Okay.
So it they opened them more. Revenue grew on average by for each customer 1.5 to up to 3 times more. So this is like the return of investment point. You will earn this back basically with the first email, and complaints rate decreased by a lot. And as promised, I present you the facts. Our monitor here is so small, Tanel doesn't see, but we have another monitor. So those are different algorithms we used. Every algorithm might be a little bit better for like different industries. So we tested like different kinds of them. All those columns are newsletters that were sent out, and they represent the amount of money that was generated as a result for this newsletter. And in comparison, you see the first two columns. The first one is a newsletter with just some random products.
Okay.
So basically, it did not earn anything. And the second one is a newsletter with top selling products, which as a good marketer, you would otherwise send to your customers. And when comparing those columns, you see, okay, they are like different, but the better ones worked even like 10 or 8 times better than the average popularity model. So AI picked products for this customer with their data worked really, really good. Obviously, businesses are different. Things can go wrong. The usual problem with when starting to do this like too much personalization effort is over-personalization. When I know something about you, that creeps you out.
Okay.
When I know too much about you, then you think, oh, where do you got this information? Did I give it to you myself, or are you creeping on me somewhere? Also, data failure. Studies tell that approximately 60% of companies have out-of-date data about their customers. So if you use this for personalization, too directly, you can send out like just plain wrong emails. And 40% of customers say that they have gone to different brands because of bad personalization practices. If companies send them bad emails, and they don't learn from this. And of course, obviously, every one of us has gotten emails, hello, first name, last name from company, if
Yeah.
your emails just technically get broken. And last but not least, data privacy. In European Union, we have this GDPR, which basically states that you can do everything you want if you have the permission for that. And you have to ask the permissions beforehand. So if you want to send your clients marketing emails, you have to ask for permission. If you want to track them, this is some new thing. You have to ask for permissions for tracking. If you want to profile your customers, to send them machine learned product recommendation emails, you have to ask them. And they can opt out anytime they want.
Okay, from everything what you are asking.
Basically, yes. If you don't have the permissions, you should consider asking or whatever, doing in the back office all the things that are necessary to get the permissions. But the benefits of doing it are like huge. So you can earn this back like really quickly. Probably the regulations are about the same in everywhere else, but in the European Union, it's also important not to export your customers' information outside European Union. So you have to also consider the tools that you are using. So you are not sending your clients some kind of sensitive information outside of EU.
Okay.
So that's it. We are testing still this AI tool. So Tanel, if you should have an eShop
Yeah.
with a lot of customer data.
Now
and,
I will have like huge amount of questions actually.
Then we are looking for beta testers. You can contact me after this event, and I can tell you a little more details about it, show you some more examples, and we can work something out for you.
Okay,
Shoot.
and now my question. So, yeah, we have this client, and we have a couple of clients who are using the same type of models to their how it is fast-moving consumer goods, and it works extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question: what happens if we are moving to the other business? Let's say we will take the furniture. So if I'm buying today the huge king size bed,
Mm-hmm.
probably I really hope that your AI does not recommend after the month to buy a new king size bed.
In that regard, AI does not have any personality. Basically, what it does is it comes through the purchase history, and it looks for patterns. So if a lot of people have bought king size beds, and after that, a few months later, king size beds, probably this might happen. But usually this is not the case. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Probably then you will put more the effort to the logic, the business logic, that if you have bought this, then recommend something with what goes with that.
Basically,
Yeah, because the other thing is like, okay, maybe the furniture was like too far shooting, but if we are taking, let's say the retail, the clothing,
Mhm.
okay, I will buy the jeans, I will buy the shirt, the vest, some boots, etc., etc. So what you will, or what will be the logic behind that, what it will recommend me the next time? Okay, there is seasoning, winter, summer. Do I love jeans? Do I love some other material? Do I love bright colors? Do I love dark colors?
This is where we started with the segmentation. So basically, we profile the people into different interest groups. So if you like jeans, you are probably in this group, and you get more recommendations about jeans.
I can't buy like 10 pair of jeans.
Then the next thing is like a jean jacket.
Yeah, okay.
But
Okay.
but the more information you have, we have about you, the better the results will be. So yes, different businesses have different logic. The example that I showed, they had like this logic that probably people prefer similar things, similar products. So those business rules were taken into account. But when you talk about the clothing, people might like different things. People might, we have to take into consideration the weather, seasons, as you told. We have to take into account areas of body that you probably will not get only an email with jeans,
Yeah.
or trousers, but there are like hats and shirts and everything, and also layers like coats and underneath and underneath. Yeah. So
Underwear.
the
Yeah,
business
okay.
logic can be like really well defined.
But I'm just paying in some place. I will ask stupid questions. What happens then if I'm going all the cycle? So you have sold me the socks, the jeans, my underwear, shirts, coats, hat, even sunglasses. Let's say for this season, for the summer, are you going then, or the logic behind this?
Who doesn't need another pair of jeans, Tanel?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we have a question also from audience, from Vivika. Vivika is our best listener.
Best listener.
Vivika will get this signed cup after the event. How much data you need for AI to work? Well, basically we trained the models. I think the data set was for about 500 people and 1 year. So to get like a full cycle. So the data for 1 year of purchases. So the cycle would not be too long because, okay, this business might actually does not have like those cycles, but
yeah, but probably anyway, if you're thinking about this was the Alpha store.
Yeah.
So probably
let me quickly finish. They had like about 10 times more like real data, but we could already train a pretty good model based on this about 10% or 500 people. So it does not need a lot of like too much information. Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Continue.
probably it affects also the seasoning, because in the winter maybe you're drinking more mature red wine, and
Yeah.
in the summer probably it's more lighter white wine or
Yes,
something.
of course.
So
This
yeah,
might be.
this probably
Yeah.
the year is, because it's gonna be like full circle, because
Yeah.
otherwise you won't probably buy like every week new bottle of wine,
Every day. Even.
or every day.
Okay.
So we have actually here first time in our first time in
History.
our history, we have live
Audience.
audience.
Let's cheer again. Yeah.
All right, they don't look very happy.
Do you have any questions here? Dennis.
Yeah, I have several questions. All of them don't relate exactly to the AI, but I guess it's okay. The first question I would like to ask is, where would the analyzation of the data be done? Would it be done in the e-commerce platform or from the email marketing side? Because both of these platforms need to do that. They need to aggregate the data because they both need to provide similar products for sale.
Good question. For this concrete project, we did the analysis on our side. So we imported data from eShop, their data warehouse, which was like a different beast with more information than there was in eShop. and also client information from different sources, put it all together and analyzed on our side. And basically what came out was a number of SKUs, which is like product codes tied to email addresses, which was then just sent out with emails. But you could use the same engine to give out recommendations for the eShop also. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking because the e-stores usually don't suggest really relevant items or products for me. That's why I was thinking of aggregating the data on the email marketing platform and monetizing the data back into the e-store. That's what intrigues me on this side, because the owners of the e-stores usually don't have the capacity to do such data aggregation. That's why it's really interesting. If I can ask any more questions, if you have time, I have several, as I said.
Sure.
Would it be possible to also predict any preferences or behavior with aggregating all the data you have on the customer? Could you, for example, predict, for example, with the liquor example here, if the customer buys scotch, then they would need something additional to the current drink at the same moment, or maybe even for the next cart they are filling in to get something different or similar. So I mean, it's easy to suggest the same product as like many local grocery stores do. If you buy some exact milk, they can suggest you it for the next cart. But what about predicting behavior?
This is what the AI basically did. Actually, good question. If I understand correctly, if you buy gin, it also would suggest tonic.
For example, but it could also suggest any different gin brand to try out as well.
Yes. This is what we described in the business logic, to suggest products that are usually bought together, and also suggest products that you have not bought but that might complement those products. So yes, basically this is what the AI model has done for this client and can do for everything else also.
Cool. Another question which I had already in the start, we were talking about different colors the customer could prefer. With every different category, there could be many different personal preferences. Where, in which part of the sign up or on the shopping funnel you would be able to ask the customer for their preferences? How could it be done so we would know their preferences for colors? It's so basic, but I myself can't think of any ways how to know that.
You can always ask. You can build some marketing automation workflows that ask for your preferences.
Tell this one, the car thing.
This was like an easy example where you just can play a game, ask for preferences, and then go to next steps. And the last one would be you can book a test drive with the perfect car that you just choose from those options. But as I told, this customer had really many meta information fields with every bottle. For example, with wines, they had the year, the variety, the whatever, the tastes. So if you input all those, we are working with a customer currently who has, for example, those
cosmetics.
Yes, like everything that is inside a cosmetic bottle, like all those chemicals. So if you buy some products, we are analyzing what chemicals those products contain, so we can predict what to suggest you later. So if we have the information, this can be this is doable. Yes.
Okay, cool. I have one question left.
Yeah.
About matching items. For example, for clothing, you were talking about jeans. if Tanel would to buy some blue jeans instead of black ones, could you suggest him some matching pair of I don't know, shoes, t-shirts, jackets, according to his preferences and according to the trends as well?
Yeah, that's a good one, because there are like, if there are such items based on his style with skulls and bones, and there are like so many different brands. But I think that if the business logic can be described somehow by the client, it is possible. It's basically mathematics. Yeah. But it's really interesting. I get the questions, good questions. It's really interesting. And as we told already previously, AI seems to be taking over the world. We use AI to communicate with other humans. So maybe we are not necessary eventually.
When they start to communicate with each other, then we are probably absolutely
in trouble.
irrelevant guys.
Yeah. So how is our schedule? Are we going to a break? Okay, we're going to a 5-minute break.